Okay, no, seriously, stop eating the apple.
I'm not!
I just watched you eat it, I just crunch it. Hello, welcome back everybody. How is quarantine treating you all? Have you had a mental breakdown yet? I got my mum to cut my own hair yesterday, was it yesterday, the other day? So that's how that's going. So the other day I had a flashback to these cookie biscuit things from when I was a kid. They always look delicious and I always wanted to try them. Kind of like when you watch Ratatouille and you want to cook and eat everything in sight when you're watching it. Well, these biscuits were Mrs. Bean's nutmeg ginger apple snaps from Fantastic Mr. Fox. If you've seen the film, you know these biscuits.
What's that smell? Ever tasted one of Mrs. Bean's famous nutmeg ginger apple snaps?
These biscuits are supposed to be so good that the characters get in trouble multiple times throughout the film because they want to eat them. And I want to do the same. So I want to see how good these things really are. My childhood dreams are about to come true. I'm going to make these and I am going to see what they taste like. So let's get going. You are going to need a pinch of salt, a pinch of ground cloves, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 6 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of agave nectar, 4 cups of plain flour, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 large apples, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 2 cups of unsalted butter, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger and half a cup of granulated sugar. First start by preheating your oven to 165 degrees and then adding your butter into a larger mixing bowl. I just used a hand mix to whisk this until it reached a creamy consistency, so basically you want to get this colour. You're next going to add your granulated sugar and your brown sugar into the mixing bowl as well. Next goes in your spice mixture, grated ginger, vanilla extract and agave nectar. If you don't have this, you can also use honey or molasses. Once all that is added in, you're going to want to grab your hand mix again and whisk the mixture until it's all combined. Now it's time to add in your flour. You're going to want to sieve this in. This is the moment I realised that my bowl probably wasn't big enough to fit it all in. Then add in your cornstarch and sieve the same as the flour. Finally add in a pinch of salt and then it's time to start folding the mixture. You want to do this because when you get your hand mix, if you don't fold it to begin with, the flour is just going to go everywhere and it's going to be a cloud of flour. And as I come to realise, my bowl definitely isn't big enough. So you just want to get it to that sort of consistency and then finish it off with a hand mix. And there you have it, you have successfully made your cookie dough, which I can confirm is delicious. We ate a lot of the spatula while making this. So after all that dough mixing is done, it's time to make the actual cookie shapes. So just get out a board, make sure you have flour on hand because this dough for some reason is quite sticky. So what I done was just sprinkle it out on the board and have it ready to put in my hand while moulding the cookies. So you want to have it about 2 centimeters thick and just sort of push it down. You kind of want it the same size as your apple slices because they are going to sit on top of the biscuits. So we decored our apples already and cut out little love hearts because that's what Mrs. Bean has. This works really well because when you push the apple down, the cookie dough kind of like pushes through and makes this cute little love heart thing. So yeah, there you go. I then transferred these onto my baking tray, which I lined with greaseproof paper. Then I sprinkled some sugar on top of this just to make the tops really sweet and crispy. These go in the oven for around 15 to 20 minutes. Just keep an eye on them as the time goes on until they come out looking like this. These are honestly the most delicious biscuits I've ever made. They taste kind of like an apple crumble in a biscuit form. Like, everyone needs to try these. They live up to the hype and I understand why all the characters made such a big deal of them.